Welcome back to Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We're still monitoring what's going on the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria in Rabat, Morocco. Since we've mentioned Morocco, also a crucial World Cup qualifier for them. Let's talk about Group A. A lot of drama going on in that one. Côte d'Ivoire wants it, Morocco wants it. Who do you think will get it?
Well, it's going to be a very difficult one. Very difficult to call in this one. Ivory Coast have not particularly been fantastic. It has been a shambolic performance from them when it comes to these qualifiers. Last time out in Bamako, they actually drew against the Lions of of Mali by goalless, and Mali should have won that one because from the minute one to the last minute, it was Mali all the way. Ivory Coast have not particularly, as I said, been fantastic, but they're going to be playing against Morocco, the Atlas Lion of Morocco. Morocco this year has had a fantastic time. They just won the CAF Champions League for the first time since probably the 90s when Raja Casablanca won, Wydad Casablanca won in that one as well. And of course, they have been doing very well when it comes to football. They have rebranded, so they want to make sure. Last time they were at the World Cup was in France '98. Remember the time of Alaj Mustafa?
Yeah.
Yes. So they want to get back to the World Cup, and they just need a draw in Abidjan against Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast need to win as well.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. But Coach Mark Wilmot says Côte d'Ivoire is in a good position to win that one, that the spirit in camp is good. But we know this is football, anything can happen. But just trying to look at what can do it for either of these teams. It could be momentum.
Yeah, momentum, certainly. Of course, the fact that Ivory Coast will be playing at home, so certainly they would have that momentum. Yes, they would have that momentum. They want to see how they can get the fans to rally them to make sure that they win. But then Morocco, they know how to score goals. You can see them in the qualifier. It has been a very tight qualifier in that group anyway, in Group A, but then they know how to score goals. I mean, you can imagine this goal. This was a goal that he just had to think of, fine goal, top corner, and that was against Ivory Coast.
Wow.
So it's really going to be a very difficult one. They just need a draw. As I said, the last time they were at the World Cup was in France '98, and they want to get back to the World Cup again, and that is just it. So it's really going to be a difficult one, but let's just see how it goes. And some of the players that played for Wydad Casablanca would want to play in this one as well to, see if they could prove a point as well.
Actually, the first team to qualify for the FIFA Club World Cup.
Exactly.
They would like to get a World Cup ticket to add to that. And we know that Moroccan football has been doing so well, in terms of developmental program. Meanwhile, pictures from the Cup of Nations, Morocco actually showed some good one in that one against Côte d'Ivoire. So we'll get to know again. Football is always in the middle. Whoever wants it should get it. So, so let's see what will come out of that one. Let's hear from you. Yes, I know Nigeria has qualified. By the way, the first team to qualify from Africa, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and then the Pharaohs of Egypt picked the next ticket. We're waiting for 3 more. And it's looking like
3 more. It could either be Morocco or Ivory Coast because Gabon are pretty much out of this one, except if something happens. Gabon has 5 points. So let's see what's going to happen in that one. And of course, in Group C as well, where you have the curious case where a match for the first time since forever, maybe since '69, when the Peru-Argentina match was actually replayed in the World Cup qualifier. Is going to be replayed between South Africa and Senegal. Remember what happened?
That's right.
The referee at that time was Lamte was actually banned for life from football-related things, and of course. That's going to be very important. But don't forget that in that one as well, there's a certain Burkina Faso that is waiting on the wings.
That was even saying, FIFA, leave it.
Exactly.
Leave it the way
They're waiting on the wings just to see what is going to happen. Yes, in that one as well. There's also Cape Verde as well that has a slim chance. Very curious case.
This replay has just opened that group again.
It has opened that group, and anything can happen. And of course, the coach of Senegal, remember him? Alou Cissé. He was one that actually led them to that successful Korea-Japan, the only World Cup they went to. Korea-Japan, he was a captain at that time. At that time, he was playing for Lyon, and he wants to get back to the World Cup. So this is something that we have to see. It's something that I will be monitoring. This is where excitement is going to be. Certainly. Yeah. So
I like what has happened in the qualifiers in Africa. Another testament that African football is growing.
Certainly.
Big revelation that we stand for integrity.
Yep.
If it's not going right, we blow it open. FIFA comes into it. We do the right thing. No more small teams.
No small
so Ghana came into it and thought they could just wait small.
Uganda almost won it.
Uganda. Now you talk about a group that has Burkina Faso and Cape Verde, and they're also looking good for it. So African football are getting bigger and better. I'll continue to monitor what's going on in that one. It's a chance for us to, access the growth of football in Africa. Let's go to social media. On Twitter, Ogbeni Femi says, no matter what Nigeria does against Algeria, we won't get an easy group. No group at the World Cup is easy.
Yeah, very true. No group at the World Cup is easy. But then, if you
we need the good bragging rights.
I am not saying we're going to get a very easy group, but I think we're going to get a little bit favorable group. Now, we do not want to have a group that we had in 2002. When Nigeria,
we came out
Argentina, we didn't come out of it. Nigeria, Argentina, England, and Sweden.
Well, I thought we had the tougher group at France 98. I was thinking
at France 98, we had a tough group, but at the same time, we could fancy ourselves because you had Spain that had scored, that didn't consider anything.
But we all know what happened with the 2002 team, and it was like,
the issues that happened,
and just carry players.
But we had a relatively easy group in 2010. What happened?
Even that 2010. Don't even break 2010. I'm just stay with 2002 because look at the way we lost to Argentina. We shouldn't have. Look at the way we lost to
I think that game against Sweden. No, we didn't lose against England.
Yeah, even England was supposed to win that game.
Even if we had won England, we wouldn't have qualified because we lost against Argentina in the first game. Second game, we should have won Sweden. We had the chances, we had the goal-scoring chances to win, but defensively we were not just good.
Could have won Sweden in 2002, and we know at that time Swedish football was on the rise. What happened in 2010, Korea?
Well, against Korea. That's the thing, against Korea. So we just needed to win and qualify. But
so it makes a lot of sense that yes, no small team
certainly
at the World Cup. Let's talk about Oluwaseun. I like this message. Oluwaseun Ojeyemi says, I have a prediction for debate on your show. We won't debate about it, but let's hear one from you. He said Russia versus Nigeria will be the opening match come World Cup 2018. Note it, please.
Octopus, what was his name?
It's Octopus Oluwaseun.
Oluwaseun Octopus. Octopus Oluwaseun.
Russia, Nigeria.
That means Nigeria will be in Group A. Let's see how it goes.
I think I want
Russia. I would like to see that, Well, Russia is actually a very, very tricky side. They're very good and they're playing at home, so certainly it's not going to be an easy thing. It's not going to be a stroll in the park. Let's not agree about it now.
Okay, so let's